Yo, what's good, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing well today. And today we're doing episode 126 of Stayin In D1. If you guys haven't seen the previous episode, we started a new run through Division 1, and this time we won our first two games, leaving us at 6 points using our 4-1-2-1-2 team that I've been loving. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I've been tweeting about this team quite a bit. It's just a well-balanced team. Everything about it is great. The attack is amazing. Almost everyone gets to score on my attack. This is why I love this team so much. And the defense, you guys know, Ogbonna and Chiellini are just monsters. They're broken on this game, to be honest with you guys. But the only thing I've been complaining about is sometimes Borini's work rate is a little bit frustrating. But other than that, you guys have seen my review on him. I love the way he plays. He just fits the team perfectly. But in any case, our first match in this episode, we come up against a 4-2-2 Bundesliga team. And that is one formation I do want to try. Have not played with it this year. For those of you guys who used to watch me stream last year, I always used to use the 4-2-2. It was one of my favorite formations. This guy was very aggressive on defending, but he was also on ultra defensive. So I was able to pass while he was trying to send over a defender and just hold down the RB button. Look at Suarez there with a nice fake shot. His keeper comes through for him, keeps things deadlocked, but we do get the corner. I go ahead and try to take this one with Juan Mata rather than Pirlo. And look at Suarez, great positioning, and that's just being tenacious in the air. We get the first goal of the match early on in the first half. We'll take that any day. Still continuing our ruthless attack, not stopping at all. He tries to go for the counterattack. Again, he is on ultra defensive, so that was his main style of play. He kept trying to get me on the counterattack, and that was just an awkward first touch. Luckily, bounces right back to us. We'll go ahead and snatch that anytime, and again, we're going to pass the ball around, find the open man on the flanks here. Ben Arfa, nice bit of skilling, but look, he makes the run. Suarez feeds him the ball, and he's going to give me space to just sneak one by the keeper, and just a beautiful and calm, clinical finish by Ben Arfa. One thing I've been trying to get better at is just being a little bit more calm in the box and finishing my chances, which I have been doing. Hazard now down the flanks, going to do a bit of trickery, sidesteps the defender beautifully. Juan Mata just could not get to the ball as his keeper comes in, gets a touch on it, and we end up not scoring that attack. But 45th minute now, he's going to try to get a chance on goal. Finds Özil, beautiful find there as I completely leave him unmarked, but Stecklenburg shows us why he's on the team, and another save from Stecklenburg, dives to keep things still at 2-0, but he gets that corner kick, as you guys can see, still on ultra defensive. We head it out, lands right to his player. He's going to get another shot, and another save by Stecklenburg to make sure we get that lead going into the half. Another corner, this time, who's it going to be to step up? Andrea Pirlo, right place, right time. What a sequence of events, and Stecklenburg, another great save. My goodness, this man is just beasting for me, completely dominating on the defensive end right now. Finally, the danger is out as Steck comes out to make another save. And again, we snatch the ball away and finally clear danger as we go to midfield, and the ref calls it to go into the second half now. 48 minutes in, second half just started. He's playing off me defensively, and he's still playing Ultra D, so that's completely fine. But look at Ben Arfa. He's going to switch directions on the dime, go for a shot, falls right to Hazard, and Hazard, as cool as the other side of the pillow, we go near post and just clip it right past that keeper. And we're up 3-0 at this point. He is finally starting to attack at this point. I just don't understand sometimes. People, they just play ultra defensive when they're down 2-0. Why would you do that? You need to score at that point. You're not going to come back by playing defense. So finally, he's got off of his ultra defense and he started playing. But Suarez causing the havoc he was. Borini unlucky not to finish that one as defender Piszczek comes in at the last second to make sure that we don't score. Nice fake shot there to get the open man. Borini again with his weak foot can't score. He's lucky that this is still 3-0 at this point, but Lewandowski with some nice dribbling at this point. Özil, nice little fake shot, gets some space. No one marks him after that. Goes across his body and scores finally. The score is now 3-1 in the 85th minute, but I told myself I shouldn't have given up that goal. He goes from ultra defense to ultra attacking, and we're going to find Hazard with some nice trickery to find Juan Mata, and another one that just sneaks by his keeper, and this one is going to end 4-1 as we score in the 90th minute to walk away with a pretty easy victory. Still loving this team, can't say anything wrong about it, and you guys see the match stats, complete domination, 17 shots in total, 13 on target, leaving us with 9 points and heading into the next game of this episode. So ladies and gentlemen, we've played 3 games in Division 1 and we've won all 3 games, feeling very confident using my 4-1-2-1-2 team. As we come up against this guy, he's got a full BPL 4-3-1-2 team, lots of pace and strength up front, so I had to be careful with my passing. The last thing I want to do is lose possession from him to get me on the counter, but we were controlling the first half as Hazard's going to do a nice ball roll here to get rid of a defender, cross it in, doesn't get to Suarez, a bit unlucky not to get on the scoreboard, completely fine though. He gets a free kick about 3 minutes later, 3 in-game minutes later, an error. We get Suarez to go ahead and break free from the defense. I had Borini with me. All I had to do was feed him the ball, but a stupid mistake. Very, very costly mistake at that. I could have went ahead and scored at that point, but I don't, and he's going to be on the attack now. Out wide to Clichy. I look at Tevez up top. I thought he was offsides. At the last second, he jumped back onside right before he got the ball, and he ends up scoring the first goal of the game 39 minutes in. At this point, I hate playing from behind. He's on ultra defensive. A lot of people on Division 1 on Ultimate Team play on ultra defensive, so it's something I'm used to at this point. But 45th minute is approaching, so I thought maybe we'll be able to get a goal before the half so I don't have to play from behind. Ben Arfa, great ball control, gets away from the defender, cross it in again. I thought Borini was unmarked, but Kabul at the last second, where did he come from to go ahead and defend that cross? So now it's the second half. We have to go ahead and get him on a counter of our own. Suarez is going to try to get away from a defender, doesn't have the pace. I had him though at that point. Nice little Ronaldo chop. We find Juan Mata, but I put no power on the shot. Just kick it right at Joe Hart, and we're still down 1-0. Unlucky again. Borini now is going to break free from the defense, and a shot on goal that goes off the post and hits literally right next to the goal line, and it ends up going out for a goal kick. That's completely unlucky. Then we try to get him on the over-the-top through ball. The ref doesn't call a foul on that, but we read his pass, and we get him on the counter a bit here with some incredible passing to build up this attack. This is one of my favorite attacks that I've built up with this team. Lots of passing on his final third, and I'm able to finally find the open man eventually. Look at this nice. Borini's gonna find Suarez, make the run, and he's gonna go ahead with his weak foot, just put it right under Joe Hart, and we're equalized 67 minutes in. And we were still on the attack at this point, still able to find people making the runs. I put my team on attacking. Sometimes you have to do that if you just don't feel like they're not attacking for you. You just got to change it up a little bit. Ben Arfa tries to get a shot on goal, doesn't work. Then Borini's going to get a shot on goal. Joe Hart just tips it up with his fingertips. Easy for him to save. But now it's the 90th minute. I'm a bit worried. Don't want to lose possession. Juan Mata tries to get it on his left foot. It goes right away from him with a bad touch, and now it's a 90th minute his way. I feel it coming. An over-the-top through ball right to Lukaku. Outstrengths Hazard, and that happens. 90th minute goal for him. He shushes me to death, and we end up losing our first game with this team. A bit bummed out. It was after the Italy game, I believe, when I played this, and it was one of those things I was already bummed. Even though I was feeling confident, I was sad they lost against Spain, and now I find myself losing the first game with this team. A bit unlucky, but what are you going to do? It's only going to make me a better player. Got to learn from my mistakes. I had so many opportunities to go ahead and score, but I just didn't take those easy opportunities, and that's where it really comes down to. You got to take what the player gives you. Don't try to do something outside of your realm. You guys see the match stats. He only had 2 shots on target, and those were both goals. So that's how the cookie crumbles this episode. But If you guys did enjoy it, please give this please give this episode a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see daily FIFA content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I mean, what else you gonna do?